jealous. Everybody has their own. Nobody's locked up. Everybody is free to roam. Look at that scrubby with a hottie on his side. Look at them rich kids, poor kids, everybody together on the same side. And they down to ride. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Ain't nobody left out. Everybody gets to go. It can never be too crowded. Come on, we're still picking up some more. Don't nobody hate you, player hate you. There ain't no hate at all. Gotta put your hands here to catch you, 'cause they'll catch you, 'cause they never will let you fall. You ain't gotta worry, y'all. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way.
No, we were watching it the other day. You know, Oprah's on there. She's interviewing some clam, you know. And she's giving her this big, ridiculous intro. Like, she's done this, she's done that, she's done this, and she does the most difficult job on the planet. She's the mother, and continues on immediately. I just look at my girlfriend like, yeah, like, really? Being a mother is the most difficult job on the planet? Oh yeah, all those mothers who die every year from black lung, from inhaling all that coal dust. Dude, women are just constantly patting themselves on the back about how difficult their lives are, and no one corrects them because they want to them. That's what it is. So there's just this tornado of, like, misinformation. Hey, the most difficult job on the planet. What would you rather be doing? Drilling to the center of the earth, shaking hands with the devil? Every time there's a rumble in the ground, you wait for the whole thing to collapse down on top of you so they can write that folk song about you, you know? Would you rather be up in the sunshine, running around with a couple of toddlers that you can send to bed anytime you want on some sort of trumped-up charges, right? Because you want to have a drink and watch The Price is Right, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. It's the most difficult job on the planet. Oh, yeah. I thought roofing in the middle of July is a redhead. I thought that was difficult. But these mothers are bending over at the waist, putting DVDs into DVD players. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Dude, any job that you can do in your pajamas is not a difficult job. All right? Give me a break. Jesus Christ, you're 35 years old playing hide and go seek. You're living the dream. You're living the dream. No time card, no taxes. You're off the grid. Making popsicle stick houses. I mean, it's the most difficult job on the planet. Oprah's not even a mother. How the would she know? Unbelievable.
Because women always go on TV, you know, they say all they want is be treated exactly like guys. But if you listen to them, they don't. All they want is the good shit of being a guy. They're cherry picking. They look at a guy's life like it's like a buffet, right? Like you just can start picking out stuff, like same amount an hour, we'll take some of that. Pay for the movie, fuck that. You can keep that one, I don't like that one. This is nice, that's yucky, that's icky. Hey, come on, people, you can't choose. This girl gives me shit. She goes, well, why does a guy make more an hour to do the exact same job? I go, well,
This is Lester Bartholomew Jones, and I just want you to know that I never listen to the Debbie Daily Show. That's a fact.
Welcome. This is ex-governor and Navy SEAL Jesse Ventura. This is Debbie After Dark, hosted by Debbie Daily.
Listen to the Debi Daily Show on iHeartRadio.
This is Lester Bartholomew Jones.
Sorry, we had to interrupt Kid Rock because the phone was ringing. Radio show. I know who that is. They're prank calling me, those mullets. No, I'm kidding. I haven't even signed into Skype all day. I haven't been home all day. I haven't signed into Skype all day. Let's check Skype. Do. You do. Gee, I wish I was as intelligent as Pimpad is. Pimpad is so smart. He's a smart guy. Really a smart guy. Anyway, moving right along. I guess I'm just going to be playing some old shows tonight. I found something really funny on iTunes. Pretty funny stuff. I was over there looking around because I was just kind of going, what am I going to do tonight? I don't feel like going to bed yet. No, I'm not tired yet. I mean, I'm tired, but who cares? I'm always tired. Let's see. So many choices. I have, you can tell I'm leaning on my hand. You know how you put your hand down, you put your elbow on the table, then you put your hand up, and you put your chin on your hand, and you're just kind of laying there. That's what I'm doing. All right, we have Kings of Talk, Prankville, Graveyard Revival, True Capitalist Radio, True Conservative Radio, True Evil Show, The Dumbass's Guide to Knowledge, Dr. Laura, and then we have all of my crazy stuff here. I could pick out something that we haven't listened to for a long time, or that's not on the archives. That's always fun because what it is there's nothing that you could, there's no way you could get it. Well, anyway. Because you know, this says a strong message from Lester. I have no idea.
He doesn't give a
Rush, YYZ.
Uh-oh. It's Talking Dave, everybody.
Dave's starting to learn real music. Proud of him.
Uh-oh.
I'm joking.
Uh-oh.
I like Tom Sawyer. How about that? So that's about it. The rest of it, I don't know. I mean, I don't expect you to like my music, so.
But it's funny because I really do like your music. We have a lot of the same tastes as will be pointed out by many people. We have a lot of the same taste in music, classic rock, if you will.
Yeah.
So, but it's just I go a little bit more progressive. Maybe it's because of the drums. I don't know, but a lot of people like it, so they're doing all right for themselves. I don't have to stand up for them.
Steve.
Yes.
You're digging your hole deeper. Shh.
I need a hole. It's freezing here. It's 2 degrees. It's going to be minus
here.
5. It's going to be minus 5 by the morning.
Oh, are you going to send it up this way then?
Yeah, but then guess what? Next week they're talking 30s, 40s, heat wave, Chicago.
Now I have some audio. The audio I want to play for tonight is Steve Rush and a friend of his went to a Rush concert. Okay, and at the Rush concert they got to meet Rush, and here is the audio of Steve and his friend. It was actually Steve's birthday, and his best friend bought him backstage passes to Rush. And here they are meeting Rush. I know you didn't know that I had this, Steve, but I stole this off your computer.
Dang, awesome.
Here we go with Steve Rush and his friend. What's your friend's name?
Bobo the Clown?
That wasn't funny, David. I forgot his name. It was something. Anyway, David, you're going to love this. All right, here they are meeting Rush.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I told you, man. Dude, can we just talk about something? How amazing is Rush?
Excuse me. How amazing is Rush?
Amazing.
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 I was like, oh, my God. Red Barchetta?
Come on.
How does Getty still hit those high notes?
Voice of an angel.
I swear to God, he must drink a lot of tea.
Totes.
Hey, do you think it's cool to be in here? We're the only ones.
Pete. All access passes. That means we can go anywhere.
Maybe it was a mistake to bring the Dublonik.
Are you kidding me? Once they sign that, that's going to be a memento for the rest of your life.
Dude, we are in Rush's green room.
No kidding. Happy birthday, hombre.
Thank you, my brosion. You know, tickets to Rush and backstage passes, best gift ever.
Dude, you're worth it. Uh-oh. I'm going to eat you, sandwich.
Hey, that says for Neil only. I wouldn't eat that.
That sign is for, like, roadies and stuff, okay? And besides, the Holy Trinity, they're guys just like us. Except they're also the greatest musicians in the history of the world.
I saw 4 in the mezzanine.
Yeah, I had 3 in the front row. 7 females at a Rush concert. Must be some kind of a world record. Whoa!
Hey, who are you guys?
We, have the laminate. Sorry, we have the laminates. We thought it was okay to just come in here, but we can totally get out of your hair if you need us to.
We're fine. It's fine. Hi, guys. Hello. How do you do? My name is Sidney Fife, and this is my man, Peter Clavin.
Hello.
Steve, he goes, how do you do? He's got a smile on his face. I'm not watching it. I've seen it before.
Rush. Just the biggest Rush fans in the history of the planet Earth.
The biggest.
Right. Again.
Because we would do these Rush jam sessions in my man cave.
Your what?
Oh, that's my garage. I'm sorry. You guys should totally come hang out sometime. It's just like guys being guys. We jam out. Yeah. We hang out. I have a jerk-off station.
You know, the first song that we ever jammed out to was Tom Sawyer. Yeah. And we couldn't do the drums. No one can do the drums like you. What we did is like... da-da-da-da, 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 was banging up.
What did you call that song?
Oh, I know it's called Tom Sawyer, but I love it in the song when you go, modern day warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
I don't think I say it like that.
No, I'm pretty sure you say Tom Sawyer. Hey, is that my sandwich?
Sid, I told you not to eat Mr. Payart's sandwich.
It's just Peart.
You sure that it's not Parrot?
I think he would know.
Are you sure? Because we're pretty big fans.
Chill, man. Chill, man. Look, guys, it's been a long night.
Oh, Tote. Mug-out. I just gotta say, though, before I go, that was such a sweet-ass set. I was like, oh, freaking out. The whole moving pics, right? And then with when you were playing the drums, is that hard?
Yes, it's hard.
Guys, you gotta go now, all right? Now.
Yeah. No. Let's get out of their head.
Peter, no. Hold on. Guys, listen. It's my friend's birthday today. So I got him tickets to your concert, which are not cheap, by the way. We grew our show beards just for you. So the least you could do is sign my friend's 9-string.
You got a double neck? Do you know how to play that thing?
Well, not nearly as good as you, but I have been known to slap the bass big time.
Why is he talking like a leprechaun?
Everybody says that. No, it's like a Caribbean. It's like my Rasta guy. It's like the bass, man.
Hey, can I check your laminate there, dude?
Whoa, it's legit, Leaflet. It's all access.
Hey, Dirk, check this out. Is this a fake or what?
3-season access? Come on.
You told me your buddy Ethan worked at the record label.
My buddy Ethan works at Kinko's.
I'm going to get someone to come down here and kick your ass unless you get out of here now.
I think we understand when we're not wanted.
Finally.
Thank you for the sandwich.
No, leave it. Go, guys.
I've already taken a bite.
So sorry, Rush.
There's no Dirk and Rush.
That's a nickname, like Jobin. Go.
Well, who carries around a walkie-talkie?
Sorry, Rush. Why? Why did you fake the laminates?
I'm sorry. Okay, I really am. I wanted your birthday to be special.
I know, but now Rush thinks we're idiots.
Hey, Peter. You forgot something. Happy birthday, man. You keep slapping that bass.
He said slapping that bass. Oh, my God. They signed it. They all signed it. Oh, my God. I think we made a real impression on those guys.
Of course they signed it. What did I tell you? Peter, the Holy Triumvirate, they're regular guys just like us.
There you go. Are they?
Best day of my life.
Best day of your life. And
Best day.
You were now they were calling him Dirk. And
Right. Each one of them have nicknames.
Oh, okay. I noticed that your friend goes, "There's no Dirk in Rush."
Well, it's a nickname like Jobin. It's pretty classic little piece. I thought it was nice. It was a good idea for them to do that. After I Love You, Man, it was such a success, and they were really big fans of Rush, so I thought it was so cool.
I thought it was hysterical.
I thought it was a classy thing to do for Rush to even be part of it. Most big bands, when they get that big, they don't even try to hang out with people, but they decide,
Stop. We interrupt this program. I saw a trailer today for a movie coming out that you guys have got to know about. It is, it looks like it's going to be amazingly intense. And it's also going to say some things about this person that I don't think this person would have said had they still been alive. Now, it was done post-mortem, of course, and that's usually when you get the interesting interesting movies, because for some reason somebody waited. Oh, I know what's wrong. My Skype's got it on do not Skype me. Someday when we meet up yonder. I hate that word, yonder. Up yonder. Anyway, the name of the movie is, I'll just let you, I should tell you, since you're not going to be seeing it, you're going to be hearing it. It's about Steve Jobs, and it's called Steve Jobs. And it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's one of these movies that I'm definitely going to go see. So here we go with the video, the trailer from Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs.
What do? You're not an engineer. You're not a designer. You can't put a hammer to a nail. I built the circuit board. The graphical interface was stolen. So how come 10 times in a day I read Steve Jobs as a genius? What do you do?
Musicians play their instruments. I play the orchestra. I hear you've been worse than usual this morning. I didn't think that was possible.
It's a system error.
Fix it.
Fix it?
Yeah.
We're not a pit crew at Daytona. This can't be fixed in seconds.
You didn't have seconds. You had 3 weeks. The universe was created in a third of that time.
Well, someday you'll have to tell us how you did it.
I'm begging you to manage expectations out there.
You see how this reminds you of a friendly face? It's warm and it's playful and inviting and it needs to say hello.
If you keep alienating people for no reason, there's gonna be no one left for it to say hello to.
Your Apple stock was worth $441 million, while your daughter and her mother are on welfare.
She's not my daughter!
You must be able to see that she looks like you.
You're issuing contradictory instructions. You're insubordinate. You make people miserable.
Even if that were true, doesn't sound that diabolical to me.
We've spoken to the fire marshal and the building manager. They're gonna come in and tell everyone to leave.
If a fire causes a stampede to the unmarked exits, it'll have been well worth it for those who survive.
The board believes you're no longer necessary to this company.
I sat in a garage and invented the future because artists lead and hacks ask for a show of hands.
You're gonna end me, aren't you?
You're being ridiculous. I'm gonna sit center court and watch you do it yourself.
Make everything all right with Lisa. Fix it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Steve Jobs. It looks like it's going to really be intense, but I don't know. All right, where were we? I was over at Pauly B's show, but he was just playing mostly music. I wonder why people get bored with that. Let's get back to a strong message from Lester. I have no idea what this is about.
Complicated to the point of needing that, but with the double bass, I had to play with 2 kicks. He played with 1. He was an amazing artist with his foot. He would do quads with his feet. 1 foot.
Unless
He would do
that
a
stuff
quadruple.
is speeded up, his hands go really fast, Steve.
He could move. I mean, there's no question. I mean, he's like.
Can I interrupt you, Steve, and say, here comes number 6, Buddy Rich.
Agreed. That should be numbered.
Yeah.
Dan, how long is this? All right already. We get it. God, moving forward. I'm sorry. That was horrible. It was never going to end.
Talk shoe lurker, even though it's, a slum. And I hear him a lot. And as you know, his topic every day is the same thing.
The 43-44 partial. I know, it's just, I'm not going to say anything, but he is, I don't know.
So I guess I'm being a shit stirrer here, but it's annoyed me for like a week, and I finally...
it's like, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry that this won't die, but they won't let it die. And when it does die, they bring it back up. Not you, but them. They stir it back up.
I don't understand. I guess you explained to me what happened with the male we're talking about, but how do you just turn, it's like, is it an act? Is it real? Is it he drank the Kool-Aid. I just don't understand how he goes from a fan to a hater. That, just like that.
Well, it's simple. The guy, if you ever listen to the guy, he's whatever,
Yeah.
What is that old saying? One sandwich shy of a picnic. Okay, thank you. And it's like somebody finally paid attention to him and came on his show, and that voice and everything, and that's all it was. Who hung up?
What does Victor think of people like this?
He can't stand it. Who hung up? Did Steve hang up?
No, it says Steve is still on the call.
Who hung up? Hold on. Let me see who hung
Was
up.
it Jewish producer?
No, it was Steve. Oh, well.
Oh.
Let him hang up.
Oh, I hope I didn't take his airtime.
Yeah, because he said he doesn't want to talk about this stuff and all this stuff. And I'm like, Steve, by doing this, you're really not backing up the show here. You're just, it's kind of, I don't know. That's fine. I love Steve, but if he's going to do that, then fine. Whatever.
Well, I honestly called because I wanted to tell him I saw this Rush in the Sixth Row at Radio City Music Hall. But then it evolved into the other thing because it was fresh in my mind from talking to News Guy. I'll lay off of it, but, I intend to... I'm immature enough to harass this guy when I see him on TalkShoe or Spreaker. I don't go to BTR, so I won't catch him there.
Well, if he's going to get mad over somebody else that called in and started talking about it, what am I supposed to do? Just ignore what Paul says? I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous, Steve.
Well, I don't know what to say. It's just, I could just not listen to it, but I'm drawn to it because of the negativity, I guess. It's not. I still don't know if it's an act. I guess that's what I'm saying. So it draws me in, but to hear that negativity about you, and I've never seen anything. I've never found you to be nasty. I've never found you to be anything but friendly to the people that listen to you. And for that to go on is a bit much, a bit annoying, and makes me angry. I don't know why. I don't know you.
He's talking about Bathtub Girl.
But I listen to you, and to be treated like that on the radio needs to be addressed, or on the internet.
I agree, but Steve has put this restriction on me. This restriction is I cannot talk about it because he's not about the hate. He's all about the love and all this kind of stuff. And I'm well, Steve, that's real easy for you because they're not attacking you,
Not yet.
I mean, when they attack him, he brings up stuff and talks about it, but he's put this restriction on my show that he will not be a part of it if we talk about it. And I didn't bring it up. Paul did.
Well, I have to say I'm sorry I didn't know.
I think this is what pisses Lester off because Lester was listening and he called in about what Steve did. I think
do great work together. So
let's jump forward over
Dubsky. I would assume
we're out waiting at the crosswalks for the school bus. These little 6-year-olds and 5-year-olds were out by the bus stop, and they were alone. And there had been reports. They asked me, had anybody? I remember now. They asked me, had anybody ever hated me in real life? And I'm telling the only story of the only time I can remember in my life that people in my real life exuded some sort of a hate or a not liking of me. I'm telling the story of some strangers in the neighborhood that were... Let me back up. I was nominated in our community to be the Crime Watch chairman. And when you're the Crime Watch chairman, you have these real pretty signs. And when you have something that says crime alert, call, and you get there's a number there. And I called into the number and I would check. I would leave a message. I would say, "Hi, this is Debbie, and this is your crime alert for Wednesday, whatever." And one time, I was taking the kiddos to school, and I had to take them early, okay? And I noticed some little bitty kids, and I'm talking not 2-year-olds, but first graders and kindergartners out in the early morning waiting on the bus. And there was no mom out there. And I stopped and I just kind of sat there for a minute, and I thought, just something about that doesn't look right. You know, I mean, somebody could drive by and go, hey, get in the car. I've got a puppy. You know what I'm saying? And it just really made me nervous. So I go on the crime alert and I said, hi, everybody. This is a crime alert for Thursday, the something, whatever. I said, this is a message to the mothers out there that have young children in grade school. I said, I did notice the other day that there were some young children waiting on the bus. And I was wondering if perhaps you could all nominate somebody to wait with them. There's some joggers that come over from across Frankfurt Road that jog through our community because it leads down to the gazebo and all this kind of stuff. And I was dead serious. And in all honesty, I made a lot of sense because I called my dad and Dad said, yes, do it. I asked Vic. He said, yes, do it. I checked everybody out because I thought, I hope this doesn't rustle some jimmies. And it definitely rustled some jimmies that were doing things and burglarizing houses and just loitering and doing things like that. So I went on, and if I put the signs out that said, call this number, there's a crime alert, right? Well, I went on the crime alert and I said, ladies, this is a crime alert watch for so-and-so, so-and-so, and gave the date. I said, the mothers that are leaving the babies out, the children out at the bus stops early in the mornings, in the wee hours of the morning, would one of the mothers please stay with the children, if you don't mind, and they didn't like that.
Wow, all because you're looking out for their children's safety?
Well, no, all because of the way I looked in a size 6 jeans is what it was.
Oh, please.
Y'all know how women are. The women are catty pieces of crap, and that's all it was because I was right.
And how many years ago was this, Debbie?
Oh, this was back when I could really swing a golf ball, swing a golf club, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, this was back, when was this, Victor? Well, the children were small. I mean, do what?
Last week.
Anyway, Victor said last week. It was when my kids were small, but I didn't let them ride the buses. I took them to school and dropped them off because that was what I should do. And these other mothers would just take these kids out there to these bus stops, and they were alone. These little bitty kids. I'm talking 5 years old and 6 years old.
Wow.
Well, I want to know more about the size 6 jeans, and I'm not trying to be pervy or anything, but are you saying that, you know?
After I had both of the children, I had my kids back to back. When Heather was only 9 months old, I was pregnant with Steve, and I would get, yikes. We called him our little accident. I was over there today and playing with everybody, and Steven comes walking out of his room, and I go, hi, favorite, my baby little. I said, there's the sweet one. And Heather just goes, oh, that's so ridiculous. It's just so funny to watch when I say that. Because after I had them both, I was like, I was young, and I said, this is not going to work. So I hired a private trainer, and I worked out every day. I had to be at the gym at 8 o'clock. And no, I had to be at the gym at 8:15 because I dropped off the children at 8, and I would swing over to Gold's Gym on the corner of, that was on Arapahoe and Coit Road. There was a Gold Gym. I think it's still there. And I remember just going every single freaking day. And I would do upper body, lower body, upper body. One day was upper body. And there's a picture of me. There are several pictures of me, but one of the pictures that stands out in my mind is we had a Halloween party that year. And I got talked into by Annette and her husband Ron going as a gladiator. One of the women that would, they would kind of like wrestle and stuff. It was kind of stupid. It was called World something. Anyway, and I did. And I was dressed in, it was sort of like a gold and white Wonder Woman outfit. It was really revealing, but tasteful. Okay, it was tasteful. There was nothing showing that shouldn't have been showing. And there was pictures made at that night. There was a photographer there. And there was lots of posing and here I am with this. And I will admit that you could tell that I had been working out because I was just like in optimum shape. And most women don't do that. They just don't. I think there's something like, it's some small amount, like 12% of women work out. And, you know, women will look at somebody with it. Now, I am definitely not in shape right now. Oh, my God. It's disgusting. And the thing about it is, though, is muscle memory is amazing. And so I know that all I have to do is just make up my mind to go do it. And then once I go in the gym for, 4 or 5 weeks, it's going to just completely turn around. So I'm just being lazy. It's just kind of a dull part of my life right now. And there's lots of stress going on with the baby and stuff, but all that's getting worked out. So that's what I mean. And I was the kind of person that I went to tan, I went to the nail salon, and I had really long blonde hair. So you can just get this picture in your mind, okay? And it was long and straight, and I used a straight iron. And I was real, hey, everybody. I was always smiling and everything, real happy to everybody. And these women just hated that. Because there was no other reason for them to hate me, because I was so sweet. They would have picnics down at the gazebo with all their children, and I would take mine down there, and they'd be like, hi. And they'd be like, hi. I'd be like, and I would cry, and I'd get my feelings hurt. And it was just really kind of sad, because I had moved over to, it was Plano, and it was a complete new atmosphere for me, completely new. And, I wonder if I'm going to die soon. And the reason I say that is because I've always held back on really talking about my life on the air, stories about my life. And so I'm doing it now, and I'm thinking, I wonder why. Because these are going to be archived mainly for the children and the children's children and the children's children's children and their children. Say, wouldn't it be neat? What would it be worth to you to sit and listen to your great grandmother or your grandmother talk and just tell stories? Oh, it would be worth anything to me. So that's the main reason I do these. But anyway, you could leave a message on this number, and it would be like, well, I don't know who you think you are, but my children are fine, and they are at the bus stop right outside my house. And I'm thinking, then why don't you go out there with them? I mean, I didn't say that, but boy, that was a bad one. I was like, whew, I'll never do that again. So anyway, back to the show here. It's pretty funny, though. You know what I mean?
That they were jealous because you were looking good or something like that, and they decided to impeach you?
Well, actually, I'm exaggerating. They didn't impeach me, but they started getting pissed off. They were leaving messages on the service like, well, who are you to tell us about what to do with our kids? But
and by the way, not that you're not looking good now, but,
Oh, I'm still in a size 6, trust me. But the thing about it is that women, in my opinion, and if you're honest, you will agree, they are catty. Most of them. Now,
I agree. Whenever I've been in any kind of managerial position and had to speak to a female employer or let a female employee go, it was usually due to fights between the women.
Oh, they're horrible. Hi, Mr. Midnight Movie. How are you?
They're worth that. Men get along great. I mean, it's women in the workplace is just incredible.
It's like World War III.
Hi, Mr. Midnight Movie. How are you?
Hey, Mr. M.
I totally agree with what Paul said, and that's the main reason why I just don't hang out with a lot of women. I mean, I do have friends, but it really takes a certain person. I cannot stand jealous, catty women. I just hate it. I just hate women like that. I don't hate them, but I just think, God, get over yourself, Get over yourself. You are who you are because that's who you want to be. You may say, oh, but Debbie, I don't have time to work out. Bullshit. Do you have time to watch the Kardashians? Do you have time to eat ice cream? Do you have time to... Of course you do. Well, I don't have any equipment. You don't need equipment. You can just work out with your own body. You can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups, you can do leg lifts, you can do squats, you can do lunges, you can lift stuff. You can use your own body weight to work out your upper body. You can put your arms behind you on a chair and go, go down, up, down. You can do all kinds of things. So that's bullshit. You look the way you look because of you. It's not that you got your mother's genes inherited, and you've just never been able to lose the baby weight, or you just can't seem to. No, it's because of what you do. Just like the reason I look the way I look right now is because of what I don't do. But for some reason, you can go through photo albums and photo albums. I've always kept myself in good shape, always. And I'm just like, blah. I just don't feel like getting in shape right now for some reason. You know what I mean? But anyway, so let's move up and see what Lester Bones has to say when he calls in. Let's do that. Someday when we meet.
You know, I went around not long ago because I don't listen to a lot of shows, and I went around not long ago and I see the shows that spread this hate. They've got the same people. They do a show. Now where are we going? Oh, okay, let's go over to this guy's show. So the same 15 people are over here in this next show. And then they're over. And so what they've done is they've limited their audience to just these 15 or 20 people. And that's what this really boils down to, is 15 or 20 people. And
15 or 20 people.
I don't understand. If anybody listens to these shows outside of Spreaker.
And then here I come along, Lester. I'm trying to do this real. Okay, I'm trying to have real shows with content that's funny, and I've got guests on, and I've got people on with me in a panel show. We're talking about these issues and that issues, but they can't stand that. They just have to continually badger and hate and badger and spread and badger and slander and badger and hate, and it's ridiculous. They won't stop. You know what gets me about my haters, and I really only have about. You could count Mekazawa, Bathtub Girl, Desert Rose, Goofy Bone. People that shillbilly, that just hardcore hate me. They spend a lot of their time on their podcast talking about me. And what gets me about those people is the way they say, oh, she's the witch in the woods of hatred. Okay, well, let's just think about that for a second. Why do you call her that? Oh, well, you don't know. This all happened on a Skype chat. Right. Can we see the Skype log that you edited? I mean, people, what you hear is what you hear. If I was a fucking bitch, you would know it by now. You would hear me treating people like shit. The only thing I do is when somebody comes at me really hard, and I don't consider anybody a troll. I'm done with the word troll. Oh, he's just a troll. No, he's not. He's a human being behind a computer. He's not a troll. The days of trolling are long gone in my world. I can show you example after example of trolling, okay? That was when Guy would call in. Balls. He would call in and say something really crazy and hang up. Strope would call in as, what was his name? Vanderstrope. His name was Luther Vanderstrope. It was so fucking funny. And, but that's trolling. Trolling was when they would troll Mr. Midnight Movie's show and Jewish producers. They would call up and say all kinds of crazy shit to Mr. Midnight Movie and Jewish producer, and he would fire his gun and get all crazy mad and everything. And that's trolling. Oh, shit. Radio show, what do you want?
Buenos nachos.
I have no nachos here. I have a pizza.
So you had almost the whole debate on your show. What did you think of the debate listening to it the second time around?
I have many things to say for debate. I have a new song. Would you like to hear it?
Just play it, baby.
Well, I just have to do it live. Okay, ready?
Okay.
I'm drawing a blank on his name. Dr.
Benny? Ben Carson?
Okay. Amen. Dr. Ben Carson. Amen. Turning for president. Amen. 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 He's the son. He's a surgeon. 67 honorable doctors. Anyway, it's really cute. But you know why? Because he looks just like Sidney Poitier.
You think he does?
Oh my God! Hello. Good morning. Yes, he looks just like Sidney Poitier. And you know what does Sidney Poitier say, Mr. Midnight Movie?
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
That's an excellent. Did you hear my new trailer?
No, I didn't.
We have a movie to see. You're going to say, oh, I've already seen that, because you go out with your secret, stupid, ugly, dumb girlfriend. Let me see if you've seen this, and I will now share my screen. I'm never sharing my screen with a Jew again. He doc bombed me. The next day, oh, I'm so stupid. What am I doing? Oh, it says, let me hit stop screen sharing. I messed up so bad. Anyway, the next day, I had something like 4,000 just stupid documents on my computer, and I know they came from Numbnuts the Jew.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hacker.
Is he also a whacker?
He's a whacker. He whacks off while he hacks. Okay, watch this.
Okay, yes.
It looks like it's going to be really good, Mr. Gloovies.
What do you do? You're not an engineer. You're not a designer. You can't put a hammer to a nail. I built the circuit board. The graphical interface was stolen. So how come 10 times in a day, I read Steve Jobs as a genius? What do you do?
Musicians play their instruments. I play the orchestra. I hear you've been worse than usual this morning. I didn't think that was possible.
It's a system error. Fix it.
Fix it?
Yeah.
We're not a pit crew at Daytona. This can't be fixed in seconds.
You didn't have seconds. You had 3 weeks. The universe was created in a third of that time.
Well, someday you'll have to tell us how you did it.
I'm begging you to manage expectations.
That little remark got him
out there.
fired.
You see how this reminds you of a friendly face? It's warm and it's playful and inviting and it needs to say hello.
If you keep alienating people for no reason, there's gonna be no one left for it to say hello to.
Your Apple stock was worth $441 million, while your daughter and her mother are on welfare.
She's not my daughter!
You must be able to see that she looks like you.
You're issuing contradictory instructions. You're insubordinate. You make people miserable.
Even if that were true, doesn't sound that diabolical to me.
We've spoken to the fire marshal and the building manager. They're going to come in and tell everyone to leave.
If a fire causes a stampede to the unmarked exits, it'll have been well worth it for those who survive.
The board believes you're no longer necessary to this company.
I sat in a garage and invented the future because artists lead and hacks ask for a show of hands.
You're gonna end me, aren't you?
You're being ridiculous. I'm gonna sit center court and watch you do it yourself.
Make everything all right with Lisa.
Fix it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Steve Jobs.
He sounds like a real asshole.
He was an asshole, and also he did not invent the Apple computer. He did not know how to code. He couldn't even do Java. He could handle that about as much as I could handle it. And yet he died a multi-gazillionaire.
Debbie, I'm having a problem with Java at work. Can you help me, please?
I don't do Java.
Well,
no.
I thought you're no better than Steve Jobs.
I never said I was. And
it's given. Yeah. Okay.
I have another one too. I wanted to show you.
Wait a minute. Wait, Debbie. How the fuck did then? What did Steve Jobs do? What was he, just some idea man?
Steve Jobs was best friend with the inventor of Windows. What was his name? What is his name? The Windows man. He's
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. They were best friends, and they were in their garage together doing this thing. They were digit heads. Well, they invented Windows, and then they invented the Macintosh because they thought the Windows The only thing that's different about a Macintosh than Windows is basically on a Macintosh, every program is like its own little computer. It's isolated. There's nothing else that can get to it. Nothing can penetrate it. And it's working like that. Windows is one big circuit board with all this stuff going on it at one time. And a Macintosh has millions of little circuit boards in it, which is genius. Okay, Bill Gates came up with that idea. Then he stole it. He took it. He actually took it, and they broke up and they never talked again. Okay, so he said F him. And he took the Windows stuff and he took part of the Macintosh. Whatever that guy said, he stole what did he say? He said he stole let me see what he said. He said, oh, it's in the very beginning. He goes, man, he stole the thing and you've never done shit. Okay, let's see what he says. It's right here on the very first. Right.
What do you do?
Here, listen.
You're not an engineer. You're not a designer. You can't put a hammer to a nail. I built the circuit board. The graphical interface was stolen.
He built the circuit board, which is basically inside your computer. It's all those little bits, those little chips, those microchips. He built it. He figured it out. And the graphics, he said, was stolen by Bill Gates. Actually, Macintosh was supposed to look more like the Windows. I'm telling you the truth because I have a book on him that I've read.
So what the fuck did Steve Jobs do?
Basically nothing. He made a real fun company. He made Macintosh like it's sort of like Google is. It was like real fun, and everybody wore stupid clothes, and it was like I am the god, and he held himself out as it's just like he would walk down the hall, and people would just like almost bow at him, and. He made more money, Mr. Midnight Movie, on the invention of the iPhone than has ever been made on an invention in the history of mankind.
And he didn't even invent it, that bastard. Oh, God.
All the iPhone was a little tiny Macintosh computer. That's all it is.
And he didn't invent that?
No, he didn't invent shit. He had people working for him. You can see on YouTube, everybody, you can see little things where he has his... here it is. Listen to him, what he says right here. Watch. This was huge, Mr. Midnight Movie.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years.
This was 2007.
Every once in a while, this is a day...
Who's doing that? Are you doing that? Mr. Midnight Movie.
Yeah.
Are you messing with my screen?
No.
Okay.
The second is a revolutionary mobile phone.
There's your inventors. Look in the audience. There's your inventors right out there in the audience. There's your coders. There's your geniuses. Watch what he says.
And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. So, 3 things. A widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device.
There they are, right there.
And we are calling it iPhone. Today,
we reinvent the phone. And he did nothing. Nothing, Mr. Midnight Movie. All he did was go, that looks good, we'll go with that. He had these people, this whole audience out here that they show were the coders, the inventors, the research and development department. And they did not he probably made on each iPhone, I'm sitting here holding one, I guarantee you on this iPhone alone, Jobs got 40% off of it, and those people probably got like 5, 6, 4.
So basically, he was basically the producer.
There, that's a great way to put it. He was a producer.
So he got all the people together, and he basically won, like all these people worked on it, and basically when the Best Picture came out, he got the Oscar and all the fucking glory.
Da, 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 da. And everybody else, the actors are down there spending hours and hours and hours waiting for their sets to be ready, and they're painstakingly going through this acting and stuff, and yet the producer's like, thank you so much,
He's out there like, fucking with his cavati, with his martini, and his.
Now, Mr. Midnight Movie, I'm afraid this is going to be a Mommy Dearest. Somebody.
It might be.
Oh,
it might be.
Yes. It looks like he had an illegitimate child that was special needs that he didn't send no money to. Do-da. And that bitch can't lie. If she lied about that, the Jobs family would take her to court. She would probably be in jail. So she's not lying. They're going, God damn it.
But yeah, well, Steve Jobs has passed away.
Right. That's why
and
they're doing it.
I guess there were people that really didn't like him.
Well, it looks.
And this commercial makes him. This advertisement makes him sound like a monster.
He was a monster, from what I knew. I'd never met him, and I knew one person that went to work at Macintosh. They worked here locally in the Apple store. And they said back when, I think it was 03, 02, they said that he was known throughout the company to be just, Hitler. He would go, do it again. He demanded perfection out of these people. If anything went wrong, he would go nuts. Why is this not working? He would just throw fits and stuff. So.
Oh, God. I heard that Bill Gates can almost be the same way to a degree.
Bill Gates is a genius.
Yeah, but is Bill Gates kind of a schmuck too?
I don't know. I'd be lying if I said I knew. But I'm a Macintosh person, as you know.
Yeah.
Was Steve Jobs married when he passed?
I'm not sure.
I don't either.
Now, I know that Ashton Kutcher did a film called Jobs.
Really? When was that? Was it post-mortem or while he was alive?
I think it was after he died.
I don't think he would have allowed anything before he died, because he would have put a stop to it with his lawyers and stuff.
Yeah, that son of a bitch was pretty powerful. So who do you like? Now, looking at it again, the presidential debate, who do you like now?
I like Dr. Ben Carson, Mr. Midnight Movie.
I've always liked him. He didn't get a chance. Now, had you seen him before?
No.
Yeah. I had liked Ben Carson before. And
I like the shit out of him. Ooh, look at this. He opens up about his debate experience.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so fucking smooth. He's like butter. He has, Mr. Midnight Movie, 67 honorary doctorates.
Oh, yeah. He's a genius.
67.
And there are people who say that he wouldn't. Did you ever see his movie, Gifted Hands? They have a.
No.
Watch his. But, people who say that he can't handle a debate or whatever, the gruelingness of the debate.
Shit.
This man is a neurosurgeon. Are you kidding me?
He's a pediatric neurosurgeon, Mr. Midnight Movie, which is harder. He works on children's brains. Yeah. Can you imagine? We make a joke like, what do you think you are, a brain surgeon? It doesn't take brain surgery. He's that. He's that guy. He's the brain surgeon.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's listen to this, sweetie. You want to?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, last night marked Dr. Carson's first debate ever, and he is getting a lot of attention.
She's beautiful, but I bet you she is a walking bitch.
I bet too.
Ooh, I bet you she's a C-word. Hi, Mr. Jewish producer.
Well, hello there. I'm just telling your chat board, let's see how badly I can screw up this show tonight.
Oh, bring it on, you mother fudger. We're ready for you.
No worse than Uncle Maury.
Oh, I hate Uncle Maury.
I come in peace, and I'm always innocent compared to that piece of shit.
Are you a hacker? He hacked my computer.
Uncle Maury?
Yes.
Well, he's been known to hack your show up to the bits.
Oh, absolutely. He doesn't know how to do C++ or code or anything like that. He's not a major hacker, but he knows how to do a document dump. Because the next day, I didn't just automatically have 10,000 documents on my computer for nothing. Hello, good morning, jerk.
From where? From where did it come?
From the One Angry Jew.
How do you know?
Because I know the One Angry Jew has to do a document dump.
But he's
I bet
fat.
he takes a mean dump.
It doesn't matter if
he does take a big dump.
I bet he does.
He's done it before. I got pizza bomb one time by Falcon.
By the way, I took a dump this morning. It took 3 flushes to get that thing down.
Amazing.
Just thought I'd share that.
Thank you, Jewish producer. You're
Thank
so
you.
sweet. I love you.
I'll be here every Friday night.
How
for the
many
rest of your
fingers?
lives.
How many fingers? Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, listen. What was I going to say? It was real important. Damn it, Jewish producer. Who yawned?
Grandma.
Okay.
Kick her ass.
What was I going to
So we were listening to Dr. Ben Carson.
Oh, absolutely. This gorgeous piece of tail that I bet you is a 14-karat gold bitch. She just looks like she's like, where the fuck were you? I don't know.
Don't you think of Debbie when you see a woman like this on TV? Mr. Midnight.
Kelly.
Much of it
Yeah, I always
positive,
think of
due in
Debbie.
part to moments like these.
If Hillary is the candidate, which I doubt, that would be a dream come true. But she counts on the fact that people are uninformed. The Alinsky model, taking advantage of useful idiots. Well, I just happen to believe that people are not stupid.
Look at
We
his
have
eyes.
the
They're like
purveyors of
steel.
hatred who
Look at his eyes. He's got eyes of steel. Look at his suit. Look how perfect that suit looks. There's your president right there. Get him. Yes, Dr. Carson. He's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. I'm serious. Look at that son of a bitch. Look at the blaze in his eyes like, fuck you, is what he would say to somebody that came and goes, hey, we need to talk to Big Pharma. Fuck Big Pharma. He's already wealthy. This is perfect. Anyway.
take every single incident between people of two races and try to make a race war out of it. When I take someone to the operating room, I'm actually operating on the thing that makes them who they are. The skin doesn't make them who they are. The hair doesn't make them who they are. And it's time for us to move beyond that.
And yes, we should talk about race because that is a big problem in this country, people. You cannot deny that. Racial tension is at an all-time high right now. I mean, I feel it. I know you feel it when you're out and about. It's horrible. We need to work on this, and we need somebody to talk about the pink elephant in the room, and I don't mean Mr. Midnight Movie.
Well, you know, you have too many groups like the TRS gang out there, basically.
They're just street thugs trying to do right.
But you know what, Debbie? There are a lot of people that think like them to a, you know, maybe even to a smaller degree.
When I had Chad on the other night, I said, Chad, when you were raised, did your family tell you to hate whites? And he goes, yeah.
Well, there you go. I mean, and he's, you know, like I said, he's one of the much more politer individuals out there, but it is a really large, looming thing, the animosity and the vendettas that many of them, you know, have towards.
It goes back to the days of Caesar. Divide and conquer. Keep the prisoners fighting amongst themselves, and they won't pay attention to what the guards and the warden are doing. That's what they're doing. I know that's what they're doing.
Well, I don't really know if it's by design or not, but there are people that make their living off of dividing, and they're able to play corruption games. I mean, the bail bondsman board is a prime example of that. You know, he just keeps people riled up. He gets votes because of, you know, playing on racial animosity.
You know what I found out? I found out, Mr. Midnight Floovies, that 1 year he got voted out of the bail bond board. Somebody beat him. Within 2 hours, he, as a commissioner, appointed a judge who appointed him back to the bail bond board. That's how bad he wanted control of that bail bond board. Now, why do you think he's so bloodthirsty for the bail bond board? Because he gets money from Delta bonding. I said it. Oh, she said it. Yeah, that's where all his cars.
So he got voted out.
Yeah, I can prove it.
Someone beat him, and then he got a judge. How did he get? Wait. How did he get in if he got voted out?
I'll show you. John Wiley Price maintains. Let me see. maintains control of DC BBB. Debi, BBB. Fuck it. Just hit that. Okay. Watch what it says. It says, and I quote, ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Where is it? What? There's something about John Wiley Price in this. What is this? Jewish producer, are you hacking me? You hacker!
I wish I knew how. I really wish.
Maintain
You would be
controls.
hacking so many people.
I'd be hacking everything.
And you should hack half Asian guy.
I wish I was a hacker.
Hacking half Asian man. I'd be hacking Debbie. I'd be hacking one fat Jew. I'd be hacking everybody.
All right, check this out.
Mania.
It says, John Wiley Price is the first African-American elected to the Dallas County Commissioner's Court. And then it says right here, let me scroll down. This is like a time.
And he never lets you forget it.
No, he doesn't. Wait a minute. Former City Councilman John Hill and others charged in Dallas City corruption case. That's where Victor's family got him. He got him right there. He hated him. And right here, he got him right here. Right there. He took him down. You know my change today was 1488. Okay. Anyway. Are you hacking me, Jewish producer? You hacker.
That's as hacky as I get.
You're a hacker is what you are.
You start humming a song, I'll go find it.
My baby, my pretty boy. Somebody said, Pimpad said, who is that picture? I said, it's JP. And he goes, I thought, look at that son of a bitch. Look at his bow tie. What does that mean, Mr. Midnight Movie? Nation of Islam. I had myself on mute. It says right here.
Nation of Islam. Oh, I said I bet Mr. Solution has one just like that.
It says right here. I'll find it.
Where is Mr. Solution? Where is he gone, by the way?
I don't know, but he needs to come home. He needs to stop being Mr. Shy Solution Man and come back.
What is it? What has he gone over to TRS?
Where is that video of that man saying, I was elected to the bail bond board? It's John Wiley Price takes, it's got to be worded different, takes control of the bail bond board. Let's see. Board, record of bond history. FBI search, woman knocked unconscious. Okay, let's just look over here. I'm sorry. I thought I'd find it easier than this. Fought to control. Huh? Did I find it or did I find it? Okay, check this out. Here's the video. Yay! Watch this.
This is News 8 Now in high definition.
Good evening. I'm John McKay.
I'm Gloria Campos. Critics of embattled Commissioner John Wiley Price are questioning his power over the bail bond business in Dallas County.
11 people sit on the bail bond board. Price is one of them.
Last night, News 8 reported Commissioner Price purchased land from one of the bondsmen he regulates, a deal some experts call ethically questionable. Now, as David Schechter reports, a longtime political rival is claiming Price will do whatever it takes to stay in control of that board.
On Riverfront Drive, there are lots of buildings connected to the bail bond business. But none are more important than the county courthouse, where the powerful bail bond board holds its monthly meetings.
It makes the board in complete control of the bail bond industry.
Former Dallas County Judge Jim Foster is one of John Wiley Price's bitter political rivals. In 2009, he had grown concerned that Price was too powerful on the bond board. And since members of the board are appointed by politicians in Dallas County, he had Price removed and appointed himself instead.
I thought that we needed more transparency to that board, and I believe that that was the way to do it.
How long did it take him to get his way back onto the board?
About 1 hour, or whatever is necessary to sit on that board.
Price was reappointed by County Clerk John Warren, which is his option to do. Warren declined an on-camera interview but said he was not pleased with his previous board representative, so he approached Price and asked him to serve. On Tuesday, News 8 reported Price purchased 2 Oak Cliff properties for a combined $80,000 from an attorney named Bill Knox. Knox writes more bonds than any other lawyer in the county. but he told News 8 he does not know that Price sits on the bail bond board.
There's not anyone.
That's a freaking lie. Everybody in Dallas County knows that not only does he sit on the bail bond board, he's the chairman of the bail bond board. Victor said, look up Foster.
Dallas
You got
County
two,
that does not.
two properties for $80,000.
Oh, he's just getting going. Listen, he is so goddamn corrupt, and this was right before he went after Vic.
Know that John
Can I
Wiley
get it?
Price
Can I get a deal like that?
sits on that bail bond board. Period.
Can me and JP get a deal like that, please?
Yeah, give us two houses right next to each other.
Come on.
Hang on just a second.
Solution, write us that check.
Okay.
Why would he say that?
And why
50G.
Y'all listen.
Fight tooth and nail to sit on a particular board? That would be the red flag.
Price's attorney says he is not aware of any issues related to Price and the bond board.
You lying fucking sack of shit. And I hope one day karma slam dunks your ass. Oh, he's horrible. Horrible.
I wonder if you'll like the sex in prison.
I hope so. But I have to tell you what happened now that I can talk about it. In our case that we had last week regarding Twinkles. Mm-hmm. Isn't it funny? Isn't it odd that at the control of the commissioner's court, they can appoint an associate judge on any case? Now, the case that had been going on for 5 years, the judge was well aware of this boy's antics and his crap. Isn't it funny that all of a sudden an associate judge got appointed to hear Heather's case? Interesting, isn't it? You don't think they keep up with what's going through there? By the way, we need a report. We have seen no Guy Shay. I repeat, DJ Bad Guy has not been seen. Thank you. So,
but there is supposed to be a nice meteor shower tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, blow me, JP, you freaking hack and hater.
Just saying.
Just saying. Just saying.
It sounds like Dixieland is not a place where you get justice unless you do it yourself.
Darling, I'm not in Dixieland. Dixieland is Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. We're Mexican. This is Mexico.
Texas is part of the land of Dixie.
We don't have any of those plantations or anything here. We weren't that kind of people. There were very few slaves here. There was very few slaves here. You're talking about the old South was...
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know I'll hang up.
I'm sorry.
You'll piss me off and I'll hang up. Okay, watch this.
Yes.
Here's the movie. Here's the song I want to do.
By the way, Debbie, you should also check out a new video that we've made for Boss at some point tonight. It's only
Where
about
is it?
a minute. It's about a minute and a half long.
Is it on? Is it on Bill? I mean, is it on Mr. Midnight Movie? Amen. I mean, .com. Amen.
You know what? I'll send you over a link. It's actually on a new website we just
Please do.
created.
Okay, here comes my song that I'm going to send to Dr. Ben Carson. I run for the president.
It's English lesson time. I build a chapel.
I build the chapel.
You build a chapel.
You build the chapel.
Oh, we build a chapel.
We build the chapel. He built the chapel.
Amen.
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 Dr. Ben Carson.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Dr. Carson. Running for president. On the Republican ticket.
Amen. Amen.
He's a baby. Wrapped in the manger. On Christmas morning. That's the song I want for Dr. Ben Carson. And I'm going to write it, and I haven't written it yet. I'm going to write it, and I'm going to send it to his campaign manager. And what would you do if you were driving around one day and you heard, I'm Dr. Ben Carson, and I approve this message. And it goes off by going, Dr. Ben Carson. And some people are singing, hey, you go, oh my God, Debbie's thing went through. Anyway.
What was I going?
I love Sidney Poitier. What does he say, Mr. Minute Movie?
Now, you never saw To Sir with Love, did you?
Yes, I've seen it.
You did?
I watched it online.
When did you see it?
Not too long ago, after I talked to Mr. Solution one night, and he was like, "You really need to watch that, Debbie." Here we go with the famous line.
I want you to take Mrs. Colbert over to the funeral parlor. And Wood, you run Virgil down to depot.
Verge here, Chief. He thinks that Harvey's innocent.
Well, I'll be damned.
Harv's left-handed, Chief. Everybody in town knows that. Yeah, that's what we figured out, Chief. Harvey's a lefty, uh-huh.
Virgil, that's a funny name for a nigger boy that comes from Philadelphia. What do they call you up there?
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Huh?
Huh?
There's our new
They
drum.
call me Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Minute
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
He sounds so stupid when he says that.
There's white time in prison and there's
Now, let me
colored
show you.
time in prison.
One of your people, Conan O'Brien, lives out there by you guys. Okay, he lives in Los Angeles or somewhere like that.
Sure.
He came down to Texas and said that he wanted to become a sheriff in Texas. Okay, and he does, and he shows you exactly what Texas is like. Watch, listen. It's got great audio on it. Okay, here we go. This is really good stuff.
Now, I, for one, am a strong believer in small-town justice. So here's what I did. I visited with the sheriff of Johnson County, which is located 50 miles south of Dallas, to see if I had what it takes to become a county deputy. Yeah. Take a look.
I have the rare privilege of standing here with Sheriff Bob Al.
Look at this son of a bitch. You in my county now, boy. That's the way they are. There's your sheriff.
Alford of Johnson County.
Listen to
Sheriff,
him.
good to see you.
Mr. O'Brien, my pleasure.
Okay, so are you going to deputize me today if I pass the test?
If you pass the test. Well, Conan, do you mind just a little background on yourself? Do you have a criminal record? Have you committed a felony?
I stole a wheelchair about 6 years ago.
Did you need transportation? Or
I just thought it would be funny. I thought it would be funny if the person came out and their wheelchair was gone. Looking back on it, it's not so funny.
At least you see the error of your ways, so that's a positive.
You're right. I will eventually stop doing it.
We're going to assign you to a big deputy. Of course, you're expected to step in there and help him if necessary.
Or can I just watch from the car?
Conan, you have got to get your hands dirty. You got to eat the beans, wear the jeans, get in there.
I'm sorry, say that again. You got to
eat the beans, wear the jeans.
And wear the jeans.
This reminds me if Jewish Producer came down to Texas.
We have a training period you have to go through.
It does. It reminds me of you.
And what we call the lead officer. Today, you're going to be the backup.
You're starting me at backup?
Yes.
Sheriff, all due respect, I'm a celebrity.
Yes, sir.
And I'm from Hollywood.
Yes, sir.
So why am I starting with backup?
You're a celebrity and you're from Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's why you're starting with backup.
Do I get to carry a gun?
Yes, sir. You're going to be carrying a 6-hour 45 caliber if you pass.
Okay. Oh my God.
Okay.
Did that gun? I don't know a lot about guns. Did you just fire that gun?
No, sir.
That's Jewish Producer.
Oh, that's just your.
Debbie, did you just fire that gun? No, Jewish Producer.
What's that gun doing? Why is it?
I was decocked once.
I was decocked.
So, Sheriff, this is the simulator.
There'll be different scenarios set up on the screen, so you have to make that call. Can I shoot this guy, or do I talk him down, or let him go and catch him later?
Okay.
You and your partner are responding to a silent alarm at a local bank.
You stay here and I'll check out inside. It's probably just another false alarm.
Okay.
Debbie, it's you.
What? That was a civilian walking in there.
I don't know that. He looked like a maniac.
It happens, and you shot him in the back.
Well, shoot him in the back, you don't run any risks.
Great covering while I copy.
Okay, I got him.
Hey!
Why didn't you shoot him?
Shoot him?
You shot an innocent civilian. This guy just whooped your partners, fixing to whoop you, and you're just standing there.
Well, first of all, he was wearing a T-shirt that said "World Peace."
That sounds like Jewish Producer.
I'll check out inside. It's
Debbie.
probably another false alarm.
Watch what
There's
he does.
Debbie.
Watch what he does. Oh, yeah. He shoots everybody. He shoots the people in the car. Did you see the car?
Was anything wrong with your reaction?
I may have shot the woman
And the guy
coming
in the
towards the
car.
bank.
I don't think there was anything left in the scene that you didn't shoot.
What did we do? We did get the bad guy.
We did. He was fleeing.
Yeah.
He was not a threat. When he turns and draws the gun, he's a threat.
Yeah.
You kill him
Oh,
then.
you want me to wait
Yes.
till he shoots at me?
Sorry.
No, thank you.
Okay.
You know what I like to do? I like to take out the trash before it starts to stink.
That sounds like JP.
Jury. I won't get in front of a jury. Law doesn't touch me. Celebrities do not pay for their crimes.
Juice producer, watch this list. Watch.
Roll that list of celebrities that got away with it and go.
I saw Patty Arbuckle.
Did you see it? Fatty Arbuckle, Kid Rock.
The great Fatty Arbuckle.
Look what he's doing. He's not doing anything. Look.
Shoot him.
Look at it, Conan.
Question.
Yes, sir.
How many people in this town know Kung Fu? I mean, it seems like everyone we're running across is a Kung Fu master. I'd like to be deputized as quickly as possible, given a gun, and allowed to roam the streets. I, Conan O'Brien, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of Deputy Sheriff.
Of the state of Texas.
State of Texas. Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I won't let you down.
Look at him. He's got his outfit on. Oh, it was so fucking funny. And then he goes out on patrol and, oh, I hit the wrong thing. He goes out on patrol and it's just amazingly funny. Oh, here's part two. We'll just watch a little bit of this. It's kind of funny. It's really funny when he became one, though.
Fast and loose. He's got a problem with his load, doesn't he? You go check it out? Yeah. We're gonna write these guys up, you're gonna let them go.
Yeah, just let them go, kind of help them with their furniture.
So you don't think we need to shoot anybody?
He wants to shoot people. He wanted to shoot people coming down the grocery store. He goes, I think I need to shoot that lady. It was funny anyway. That's what I think it would be like if Jewish producer ever came down and spending any amount of time in Texas.
Debbie, with your connections in Dallas, could you get us both deputized as police officers?
I'm deputized.
Are you really?
Yes, I'm a Dallas deputy of the sheriff's office. I had to be deputized when I worked there, or I couldn't issue warrants. I couldn't issue bench warrants, blue warrants, probation warrants. I had to be able to sign them and stamp them, and they had to swear me in as a deputy. I swear to God, my deputy papers are still online.
Debbie, have you ever cuffed anybody?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about velvet handcuffs? No. For some reason, I had the feeling my dad was listening. Is there anybody in our chat room tonight? Are they over there listening to that guy go, Queen Tard? That maniac over there.
That board has actually come and gone already.
Good. Bye, chat board.
Yeah, forget them.
Oh, Kevin Kierstead was in there. Okie dokie. Sorry I asked him or her to think it offends me. Kevin is...
Have you ever cuffed anybody other than your husband?
Oh. Did you hear what Victor said?
What's that?
He said, did they ask if you had cuffed anybody? Did you not tell them your husband? Y'all get over Kevin Kierstead, you stupid son of a bitches. Give me a break.
Has Victor seen my stomach muscle?
No. Should I call him in there? Hi, Paulie B. Should I call him in here and show it to him? Do I still have it? Have it?
You don't have it. You should have kept it, but that's okay.
No, I think I had it. It's on my other computer.
That should be in your wall. Like when people ask if you are a deputy, you say, "Look at this bitch right here."
Let me see. Where did you give that to me? JP gave it to me, didn't he? Did you give it to me on a private?
It's on Twitter.
Victor. Can you hear Victor laughing from the other room?
What?
He's laughing at what you're saying. He's listening out in the other room.
Victor, check out Mr. Midnight Movie's meat package.
Meat package. You sent it to me. It was on my other Skype. Do you still have it?
I have it on Twitter, Debbie.
This group.
You have it on Twitter? Let's go. Go into Twitter. Hello, Polly B. How are you? You are the man. Hi, Polly B. Isn't he the nicest guy?
He sure is.
He really is. It's too
Polly
bad.
B always says hi. He's a good guy.
Hey, Debbie, I gotta get to bed. I'm gonna pass out.
Oh, you took your medicine already or whatever?
Yeah.
All right, Jewish producer. No
Yeah. It's one of those lazy nights.
Yeah, I gotta get up in the morning and go to fucking work.
What? Again?
There it is. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. I'll put it on my system so I'll have it.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna take a shower and hit the hay. I'm sorry, guys.
No. You need to get your sleep. I've cared more about you than this. What is this picture, JP, right here? Is it a wrestler?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
that's
Nature
Andre
Boy?
the Giant.
That's Andre. Is that Nature Boy? No.
No, I think that's just some guy that's...
Go to bed, Mr. Midnight Movie. We'll be fine. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night, sweetie. Mr. Midnight Movie has a fat dog.
Oh my God! You got to see this thing. This picture does it no justice.
Oh, he's so cute. He's a little freeway doggy, a Heinz 57.
It's a real fatty.
He doesn't look fat. Look, you can see his ribs.
It's the angle of this picture. I swear, I got to get a good angle with this.
Oh, I love him.
This angle is actually very slimming. This dog's fat.
What is that?
Where is everybody tonight? Come on, let's see if we can get somebody to entertain us.
We'll call people.
Yeah, well, let's call people.
Fuck it, we'll call people, motherfuckers. Oh, I have that on my switchboard. That sound.
They all know there's nothing else out there, Debbie.
That's right, bitches. This is it, and I'm not going anywhere. Right, everybody? I put that on my show tonight just for you. Here it is, the insane. Wait a minute. It's the drop. Where did it go? I made it for Stabby. I got it for the guy that goes, motherfuckers. It must be over here on these. Let me find that. Shaggy Too Dope. I got it for Stabby. Stabby.
You need a juggalo?
Once a juggalo, always a juggalo. So you tell me.
I don't know. You might drop the hatchet by now.
No, you don't really. He's not one to drop the hatchet. What did I do with that freaking drop? I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere. Oh, wait, I didn't start on the first page. It is... Fuck it, I don't know where it is. I lost it. Let me look one more place before I quit, because you know me, I never quit. I'm not a quitter.
Look under the couch.
What are you sitting eating in front of me and I'm starving to death? You.
I called and you said you already ate.
No, I'm hungry. Now I am.
What's Victor munching on?
What is that? No, I hate that. Brisket. Stupid meat. You're sitting there eating in front of me, and my stomach is cramping. I'm so hungry. I hope you... Did you get milk?
By the way, have you heard the song, Debbie? It's a great song.
Say it again, Vic. I got to get down to my Butterfield 8 weight. Fuck you, Vic. Go ahead. Which one, JP?
It's a great song. I keep listening to it.
And she'll always get the best of me. The worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
This I know. This I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it.
Right? Isn't that good stuff?
Yeah, that's good, Jewish producer. I already know everything's going on. There's a pro, there's a mole, and it...
This is Lester Bar.
Oops. I know what's going on. I know everything. I know about all the songs. I know about all the tapping of the phones. Bitch, I know everything. I am aware. You don't got nothing on me, Jewish producer man. Are you the fuck you guy?
understand it. I don't understand how they do it.
They get clips by listening in on the iPhones. They've got Heather's tapped. I think I don't think they've got mine tapped, but they read text messages. That's how. And then what they do is, then like this picture I got, I started putting it together when some idiot, whoever sent the picture of Debbie out walking, that's your idiot that blew the case. And also Barco blew it because Barco was playing all those songs when I could hear in the background what it was. And that's really stupid, you idiots. Don't let Barco do that. I got an email that said, oh, wait a minute. Look, it says attachment. And it was a picture of me out freaking walking. And I was like, okay, people, hello, good morning. I understand now what's going on. And then they're all like going, we're going to have a little show called, well, jump over the Yeti mic or whatever. And all these accounts are popping up. You don't think I know what's going on? It's a conspiracy. I love it. I mean, I feel like I'm the it girl. And I know what it's about. I know, look at the screen. I know where it comes from. Okay? See this word right here? I know where it's...
Like Kim Kardashian, they got the paparazzi following around her.
Well...
Except yours are called trolleotes.
But the thing about these people is they think they don't know what they think they know. They think they know something that we're 2 steps ahead of them about the house, about everything. Right, Vic?
You're going to find out me and Bruce Jenner are best friends?
Yes, Victor's going to turn into a transvestite. Right, Vic?
Yeah, they're going to call me, I don't know, crazy name like you got.
I'm hanging up on JP. He's part of the resistance movement. Go to the resistance movement, Jewish producer.
I'm so sorry.
Hacker!
What? No, I'm so bad. I'm so not a hack. Here's what just happened to me. I rebooted my phone, and my phone is real. Damn it! I keep hearing my echo. I keep having this problem with my cell phone, and every time I turn it on or off, it flushes out a bunch of emails or text messages that I had sent maybe the day prior, from earlier this morning. So I just rebooted my phone. Now all these people are texting me back going, did you just send this to me?
Did I send what to you?
I just sent texts. Because I had texted a bunch of people in the last 2 days.
No.
None of them got those texts. It all kind of, because my cell phone's such a piece of junk. I've dropped it so many times. So it holds all those texts that I thought were being sent out at the time. And
stop talking in code, you mullet. I already know what's going on. Are you kidding?
It's hard to explain. I'm anti-hack. I'm like a dummy.
Let them hack. I mean, it's obvious that they just whatever. I mean, they can just ask me stuff and I'll tell them. I can just let them in the door. They can take pictures. I'm like, what the fuck? You don't have to be so cryptic and shit. You know what I mean?
You know all that stuff because you're the leader of the Palladians.
I'm a Palladian. Fuck you, Vic. Barco has a show called Glock, something like Glock with a smile or something like that. Glock with something. I know he's a pud. He's also one of those people, one of those sheriffs. He's one of those people. I don't know which one. But anyway, he's doing these shows, and they're so obvious what he's doing. You know what I mean? Debbie After Dark. Oh, that's me. Robot with a Glock is the name. Robot with a Glock. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. But he usually deletes them because he's such a weenie. And I think it's where you guys messed up is letting people like Apocalypse, Shillbilly, Bathtub Girl, letting those people in on it. Because letting them in on it, they can't keep secrets. And they just can't hold back. I mean, they'll go on there and they'll go, okay, this has been a great week. I've got the number. I'm going to go ahead and delete that post. I'm like, people, I mean, it's stupid. You've let too many people in on it. There's too many people that are in on it. And you can never keep anything secret like that. On Christmas morning. Let's see, this is... they let Shillbilly on, Robot with a Glock. And now he's taken it over, and he's... Wait a minute. All the records on the radio are shot. Maybe this was him. Yeah. I think this is one of the ones Barco did.
More books than I could ever read, and you see.
Now listen. The name of the song is "I've Got 16 Pictures of You in Your Underwear." Hello.
Did you waterboard them? Get the information on them?
I mean, this is stupid. Did you hear that? Guys, you let some really stupid people. Public park. Let's do that again. I'm a Target Jewish producer. I lost you, but I found country music. But there's one.
I'm still here.
Do what?
I'm still here. I'm loving this. Keep playing those tunes.
There's one where Heather, they accidentally heard Heather having relations. And Philip is Philip. And what's funny is they play it in all these different songs. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, sure. I don't know how to put it. It's like, I don't know where one of them is. I don't know which one it is. It takes a minute for it to start in, and then you'll hear like, "Oh, Philip," or something. You know, you'll just hear these little voices and stuff, and it's really stupid. I'm like, people, come on. You're. I mean, what? That's so lame. Right, baby? How do I waterboard Jewish producer? Victor wants me to waterboard you. What is waterboarding?
Have you ever had any dank beer?
Dank beer.
Yes, dank beer.
Waterboarding is a form of water torture, which water is poured over a cloth covering the face and breathing passages of an immobilized captive. That's what I'm going to do to you right now.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to do it to him. MMA trainer Ed gets waterboarded on YouTube.
What's going on, buddy?
Hi there, my name is Ed Clay, and I'm going to get waterboarded by my friend Betty. Oh, blow me. Anyway, they just pour. It's just Chinese water torture is all it is.
I can still see.
What? That's not waterboarding. He's drowning him. He can't breathe. That's
gotta
not
say the word.
it. Shut up. No, it's not. Really? It goes up their nose? Is that the way it is, Jewish producer?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Guantanamo.
I made a video with some friends who waterboarded a friend. It was hilarious.
Oh wow! We just saw a wiener.
That guy looked like he was semi-erect.
It was kind of floppy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that thing was down.
We do know. We will know every time you lie.
See, that's what they're doing to me right now. They came in my house last night, and they actually put those things on me, those headphones, and that thing on my eyes, and they were going, "You can't lie on Spreaker anymore. Did you pay your taxes? Did you, Debi? We're getting your house." Really? Okay. Go ahead and do that. We'll just hand you the keys and just move. Ooh, what is this? Look at this, JP. Mr. Midnight Movie is going to be so jealous. Chinese executions. The 10 worst torture devices in history. Chinese torture. Modern torture. Top 10 torture scenes. Top 10 torture scenes. Oh, she'll talk all the time.
10. Grizzly but
This
glorious.
is the top 10. I can't stand her. Oh, wait. This looks like one of their fake videos. Oh, they have fake videos by... It's called Recommended for You. Here's one.
If you go to a house that's a strip club in the woods down a dirt road
Okay,
with
now
no
what?
lights in Dothan, Alabama, those bitches are ferocious.
That's probably Barco, Apocalypse, Lester.
Oh, I want to run with these guys. Throw me in that mix.
Look at them. Hey, man, we're the badasses. Now, what this will be somebody's phone that got tapped because they get other phones off Heather's phone. And they were at a strip bar, probably. What? Oh, brother.
Welcome to This Is Not Happening.
Look at that, JP. Look at that. Look at the microphone. And, and this is what really cracks me up. They think they're so cute because we let some stuff go at this storage place. A bunch of junk we didn't want anymore. And somehow or another, this is... Yes, go ahead.
That was a serious yawn right there. You almost passed out.
I know, I'm sleepy. Anyway, so, it's just stupid. It's just dumb.
Just so dumb.
It's
horrible.
dumb.
It's
dumb.
It's really dumb.
It's dumb. It's dumb. I have found the funniest show, Jewish producer. You've got to watch Silicon Valley. You've got to watch Silicon Valley. I'm not kidding. It is.
Check out Californication. That's a good show.
This is pretty good. Watch some of this. Watch. This is great. It's pretty funny.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay, here's the deal. These guys are master hackers. There's 5 of them. But they're trying to fit in Silicon Valley. But Silicon Valley's, they're smarter than the people in Silicon Valley, but they're hackers.
Woo! Yeah! Somebody make some motherfucking noise in here! Fuck these people.
It's like that the fable, with the kids and then the rats and the music.
That guy plays Steve Jobs.
That is a narrow car. Fucking billionaires.
I don't... Now, speaking of such things, Dinesh, change the lighting to something erotic because it's about to get pretty fucking erotic in here.
License to Kill 9, IB Action.Erotica.
What's going on? What's happening?
Gentlemen, I present to you Mochaccino. Not this guy. Mochaccino. She's my gift to you.
That guy right there is the funniest mother fudger in the whole world. He's hysterical.
Want to smoke weed?
I eat a fish.
I understand you eat the fish. But when you clean the fish, you can't just leave the fish head and guts and shit in the sink because the whole house smells like a bait station. So you got to put it in the trash and then take the trash out. Do you understand?
Yes, I eat the fish.
Motherfuck!
Hey, buddy. What's going on here?
I thought I had something in my teeth, but when I looked over, I looked in the mirror like this, my pants, they hit the countertop, and the mess has some water on there, so I got a spot on my pants, kind of looked like I pissed myself like a big baby. So what I did was I just took off all my pants, and I put it in the water just to make it all completely wet. That way I figured no one would really notice, it wouldn't be as bad. I've got it under control. I've sorted it out. We're good.
Yes. So you felt this wouldn't look as bad. Understood.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
That was amazing. I mean, that was like everything in my head, but clear. Did you just make that up on the spot?
Yeah. You should probably write some of it down.
Yeah. Well, look, I gotta be honest. I can't tell you how much this means. You really saved my ass even after I was such a dick to you.
You're making love.
What else could I do, Richard? You're my Wozniak. And I will always be your... Motherfucking thing, and I got a great deal. You know, he wanted stock options until he saw Dinesh.
Hold on. What?
Don't be offended, but for some weird reason, Chewy took a look at you and thought you were Mexican.
Why would I be offended by that?
What?
Why would I be offended by him thinking I'm Mexican? He's Mexican, right?
Yeah, he is, but you're not. You're Pakistani.
So? Actually, the very fact that you think this might be offensive to me is offensive. You're the one being racist.
No, I'm not the one who called you a Mexican.
Called me a Mexican? You're doing it again.
I'm bending over backwards to not be racist right now.
All right, well, what did he say when you told him I wasn't Mexican?
I didn't.
And why not?
Because I wanted him to paint our garage for cheap.
I genuinely don't know how to respond to that.
You know, I'm not going to take the bait here. I am not a racist, all right? I watch a lot of black porn. I mean, a lot.
Just one question. In this porn, is the man black or the woman black, or are they both?
Is one of those racist and the others aren't?
I'll hack his browser history. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Yep.
Hold on. That's unnecessary. Hold on.
I mean, we didn't think we were going to get this thing done when we had 5 months to do it. Now we have 2?
Granted, it's not ideal, but we're just going to have to... What the good fuck?
What is happening? Is that Dinesh?
Is that the Statue of Liberty? And there's penetration. Oh! Hey, neighbor. Ashley's getting big. Oh, she looks...
Ashley's getting big.
Destination override.
This is kind of boring.
New destination.
You'll think it's funny, though.
Drive, Air Alon. Distance to destination 4,126 miles. Enjoy your ride.
What's happening?
You know, they're really going to come out with these cars.
Mr. Carr? Mr. Carr? Excuse me. Airlon is an island, so how are we...
So he puts him on an island. Here's the funniest clip, I think, right here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wait.
Some of this.
Wait.
Raw, so maybe we can...
Wait. This is the funniest one. The last one. Listen.
Excuse me. Caleb? There's been some kind of mistake. What you sold me was not actually Adderall, so maybe we could... Do you think you can get me some real Adderall?
Yeah, of course. I could do that, or I can give you some of this.
Ow! Okay, I'm gonna...
You're gonna do what, bitch? Call the cops on me? Tell them you got the wrong illegal drugs from a kid? You dumb piece of shit.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
You
run!
Okay. All right, I'm running.
Keep running!
Richard, what's wrong? Have you been crying? Hey! Which one was it?
This is me.
Church candy, wasn't it? You just brought piss to a shit fight, you little... You get in your fucking house and you get me 5 Adderall or I'll slit your fucking throat. You understand? I'll kill your mother. I'll rape your father. I'll curb stomp that little face so hard that your teeth will go flying. You little oh, shit. Now go. Give me 5 Adderall right now.
It's funny stuff. I'm telling you, it's really
I'm
funny.
going to watch that. What channel or what station?
It's HBO, and I recommend you just go to HBO Go. It's free. Do you have HBO in your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the HBO
then you qualify for HBO Go for free. All you do is you just put in your Time Warner cable or whatever.
I have that.
Oh, look who we have.
Why cutting? No, he's lazy. It's just lazy. He's lazy.
Oh, hello.
We called you. You're not listening to our program, you spy. Hi.
Hello.
How are you? There's the man with the plan. Hi, buddy.
Hey.
How are you? This is Kings of Talk. He's one of the most.
King of Talk.
He's a spy from the other side.
That's funny.
How are you doing? Everything doing okay?
Yes, everything is doing great.
So what are you doing on Saturday night?
Well, I basically...
Huh?
I am helping out my...
Helping out your what?
my mom, today.
Your mom's up at this time of the night?
No. Well, actually, I was watching an interview with...
Me?
With CM Punk, how the WWE been treating him and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
He is so into wrestling, JP.
Yeah, I know. I am intrigued by this whole world of wrestling. As I get older, I get more intrigued.
Did you know that the Insane Clown Posse actually did some wrestling for a while? Are you familiar with them, to Kings of Talk? ICP? Yeah. Huh?
Yes, I did.
They're so funny when they do their wrestling.
Hey. Hello, guys. Your good old...
I love watching the Insane Clown Posse do wrestling because they don't do very good, and it's funny.
The is that the owner of the WWF, well, folks, the oddities were not in mourning earlier today over Mr. McMahon's physical condition. King, they're playing a little touch football. Oh, look at these, the Insane Clown Posse, those evil clowns trying to play football. Look at them. They're running around like idiots. Folks, we'll be right back.
What are you guys doing?
We know that the Headbangers have had some issues with the oddities. Did you see that?
Now watch, he'll know who that is. Do you know who that is, Kings of Talk?
Darn it, I forgot what his name is.
See what I mean? He knows everything, JP. It's unbelievable. And he loves. What is your favorite guy? Wait, don't tell me. It's the person that puts people in the ground. The
Undertaker.
The Undertaker. Is he a badass?
Yeah, but I thought right after Brock Lesnar. See, I don't understand.
Brock Lesnar is surprised by the return of the Undertaker.
I know, but that doesn't make any sense. The streak is over. I know that it is scripted, but if I was the Undertaker...
Yeah, but I'll tell you something. I was talking to your buddy one night, Nature Boy, and I said, you do semi-pro wrestling? He goes, yes. And I said, is there any time that you're in that ring and somebody does something that really pisses you off and you start really going at them? He goes, oh, absolutely. It happens all the time. He goes, in professional wrestling too. They'll do a move on them. It's like, fuck you. And then you'll see them start really kind of going after each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Look at that guy, Jewish producer. Oh, shiz. Here he comes. What's Kings of Talk saying? I'm on the call with Debbie. Oh, shoot. He just blew us a puff of smoke. Here's your buddy. Have you ever been to see him live?
Yes, I have.
What an entrance. Look at this. Man, he does look like a badass. I've never seen this before.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Look at this guy. Oh, my God. He looks so mean.
The Undertaker is here.
Uh-oh. He doesn't look happy. He looks older. Is he? How old is he?
50 now.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell right here with the lines on his face that he's older. Is he good?
Yes, he's still pretty good, but But yet, with the match with the Brock Lesnar at his so-called last match, he didn't fight so well, in it. He didn't, they made it look like the Undertaker, that he was weak, vulnerable. I didn't like
that
it.
is steroid use if I've ever seen it in my life.
I think that is honest to truth.
Well, he's got the Frankenstein forehead. That's steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Bodies don't look like that, guys.
God, I don't know about you guys, but the hair on the back of my neck is standing up right now.
What would a seat right here cost us?
I don't know.
Thousands?
A lot of money. Probably like $300 or more.
This is amazing. Oh my God, listen to him. I bet he pulls in the money. Man, they get into this so much. It's amazing to me.
Contract has been signed, and if you'd like to sign it, Mr. Undertaker, you may have the match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
He threw the microphone down. So does he take the thing? Does he take the bet? Does he take it? Oh,
yeah,
here it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Choke slams Brock Lesnar through that table.
Undertaker versus the full match. I'm just going to play a couple of highlights.
Here we go. Underway. Brock Lesnar off the ropes, and Undertaker strikes first with the right.
He sounds like Nature Boy, like Todd Morris.
Hands to Lesnar, driving the beast back to the corner. He's already got Lesnar reeling. Yeah, perhaps the greatest striker in WWE history, The Undertaker. And now it's Lesnar with the power in the belly of The Undertaker. That right there was a...
Wow. So who wins, Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar, that's right. I mean, everything was silent. Everything was. I went like, holy crud. No!
My God.
They're going to call it right here. Oh, shit.
All right, Brock Lesnar counter. Brock Lesnar counter. Lesnar counter. He's got it. Undertaker up on his shoulders again. Not again. Going for a triple. A third and five.
Damn, that's got to hurt.
Brock Lesnar into the cover.
That's amazing. I didn't know he was that cool and stuff like that.
And guess what the stupidest thing? There's a whole conspiracy on this now. That saying, oh, Brock Lesnar supposed to lose. How do you know that, people? Were you there? Up behind the scenes? Jim Ross even said that The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, and Vince McMahon was actually talking.
There's always corruption when there's a conspiracy involved. Trust me. Conspiracy equals corruption. That's fact.
Yeah, that's true, but...
But what?
But still,
in the history of the world, if there is a conspiracy, and a conspiracy is defined in the dictionary, conspiracy is a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. And every conspiracy in the history of the world is linked to a corrupt, it's always corruption. They shouldn't be doing it, is what it is. It's illegal and all this kind of stuff. But they're like, prove it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, anyway. Funny. 10 things that the WWE wants you to forget about The Undertaker.
He has an on and off again bromance with his brother, who's a demon. He has power over lightning and hellfire, and for a period of about 3 years, he was really super into motorbikes. Despite being a cacophony of madness, Taker is one of the true legends of this business, respected by fans and colleagues alike. But even he has had those moments of regret. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and these are the 10 things WWE would like you to forget about The Undertaker. He's sort of responsible for his parents' death, sort of. During The Undertaker's feud with bad little brother Kane, it was revealed that the parents of the two men had died in a fire in their house, which was a funeral home, because of course it was. Undertaker was the eldest sibling at the time and taught his little brother Kane to play with matches, leading Kane eventually...
His little brother Kane. Get it like Abel and Cain?
...to set the fire that killed tiny little The Undertaker's family, which is uncomfortable. If only they'd been visited by Welephant, the fire and safety elephant.
Shit.
One of his WrestleMania wins was by DQ. The streak is dead. Rest in peace. But in recent years, it was a seemingly...
Hey, can you gamble on these things? Can you put money on them? Real money?
No.
Like you do, like in football or, pro football or...
Oh.
Are you sure? Really? That'd be amazing if you could. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I bet you can't because they would get involved, and if the stakes were high, then they would bet against themselves, or they would throw matches or stuff like that. Probably. Did JP hang up?
I don't know. Possibly.
Is he still on the call? Oh, I was going to show y'all one more thing before we get off here about this little group that I found out. There is a person on here. What is their name? Oh, I forgot. I think I might have booked. No, I forgot. I forgot what it was. Yeah, let me see. Let me just check. I think I forgot. Yeah, I only have 2 bookmarks.
And do you know how old was...
Who?
Do you know how old was The Undertaker when he first started at the WWE?
No.
25 years old.
So he's been in the WWE for 25 freaking years?
Yep, that long.
10 times that wrestling got real. This is what somebody told me. Nature Boy Todd Morris told me. There's times it gets real.
As a wrestling fan, I'm often told wrestling isn't real, to which the correct response is neither is Breaking Bad, I hope you get syphilis. But what a lot of people don't know is that occasionally, when the right amounts of ego and insanity mix together, you get a little thing called shoot wrestling, which is real. It's very real. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com. Again, doesn't sell. Kitao walks around the ring, throws the announce table over, and spends the rest of the match trying to either choke Tenta or poke him in the eye.
See,
Eventually,
they're
he
fighting.
gets the referee hard.
You can tell they're really fighting right there. That's not play fighting.
The match is called off, and after it's all over, Kitao allegedly takes to the mic to shout "Wrestling is fake" at the crowd, then storms off. Well, that's one way to get fired. And he did. Number 9. For those of you who don't know him, and you're definitely about to, New Jack was an ECW wrestler famed for stiff shots, hardcore weaponry-based bouts, and shooting on people who showed him disrespect. Also, for being mad. In 2010, he and a wrestler called Dumbala, who is as big as he sounds, faced off against a team of very young wrestlers called the American Gangsters. New Jack, furious that they were allegedly infringing on his OG gimmick, and also because he was mad, brutalized them in the ring, cutting them open with forks and knives as the bar they were wrestling in sort of just went quiet.
What? I don't know if I buy that. Oh my
Number
God.
8. 2005 and WWE and ECW's One Night Stand pay-per-view. The show was scheduled to end with a huge brawl. ECW alumni versus WWE originals. One of the wrestlers on the ECW side was the Blue Meanie. He seems harmless. For reasons known only to JBL and the Meanie, during the brawl, JBL wrecks him. Wrecks him for realsies. This is everyone else's face after the brawl. This is the Blue Meanie's face. People suspect that JBL was cross about comments made by the Meanie about him online, or perhaps he was just hazing one of the young kids. Either way, JBL, calm your cowboy bottom down. Number 7. Perry Saturn not only looks like a potato, but he's well known for throwing some in the ring as well. In wrestling terminology, a potato is a strike to the head that makes real contact. Saturn was in a dark match against a rookie called Mike Bell, when Bell botched a snapmare takedown, dropping Saturn on his head. Saturn then proceeds to legitimately beat the holy pudding out of Bell, from Bell to Bell. As punishment, Saturn was given the moppy angle to work with, which was ironically the most memorable angle you ever had.
That's bullshit.
Number 6. It's New Jack again. I'm scared. Once again, wrestling a kid, and once again not getting his own way, New Jack decides to take matters into his own hands. After repeatedly telling his opponent to take the pin, and after the kid repeatedly kicked out, New Jack took a chair and decided to teach the kid a thing or two about
really hit him. Did you see
and a
that?
thing or two about New Jack. The
He
chair shot
really
received
hit him.
cracked the boy's skull
What?
open. New Jack took a chair.
Boom! He hit him right on the head with that chair.
And decided to teach the kid a thing or two about cooperation and a thing or two about New Jack. The chair shot he received cracked the boy's skull open. New Jack, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. Number 5. Remember when Tough Enough was a thing? Well, way back in the halcyon days of 2004, Kurt Angle challenged the Tough Enough wannabe wrestlers to a shoot wrestling challenge. Little did he know that Daniel Puder, as an ex-UFC fighter, had legitimate knowledge of wrestling holds, and Puder wasn't going to play that game. Puder puts Angle in a Kimura lock. Angle, realizing there was no way out of this hold, and he'd probably need surgery if it went on for a few more seconds, forced Puder into a weak pin, even though his shoulders weren't fully down. The Olympic hero was cross afterwards. Number 4. Remember what happened with the Blue Meanie? Well, Payback is somewhat of a bitch. Facing negative publicity for letting one of their athletes ruin someone else's face, JBL and Meanie were booked in a match. As planned, there's interference from Stevie Richards, fellow ECW alumni and close friend to Meanie. Richards was supposed to hit JBL with a regular chair shot. He hits him with this. JBL is concussed, and people move on with their lives. Number 3, it's the Battle of the Antonios. Japanese wrestler and WWE and WCW Hall of Fame inductee Antonio Inoki versus the Great Antonio. The Great Antonio was a gentleman of a larger persuasion who had a habit of no-selling his opponent's strikes and playing up how strong he was to the crowd. Well, that won't do. After one too many no-sells, Inoki
really
snaps
hit him.
and starts to brutalize the Great Antonio with hard strikes to the face and repeated kicks to the head, rendering the big guy
He's
helpless
really hitting
and
him.
Don't mess with Japan. Number 2. Hardcore Holly was also a fan of hazing the new blood, but when he decided to teach Brock Lesnar a lesson or two, Lesnar burned the school down. During a match between the two men on SmackDown, Lesnar goes for a powerbomb and Bob Holly sandbags him. In wrestling terminology, sandbagging means not to help your opponent lift you, giving him your full weight instead. Brock Lesnar objects to this and drops Holly on his neck, breaking his neck. As officials tend to the prone Holly, Lesnar gives him a small kick to the back of the neck, just for good measure. Yikes. Number 1, and closing out a trilogy of terrible behavior, it's professional wrestler and awful person, New Jack. It's 2003, and New Jack was wrestling Gypsy Joe, who was legitimately 69 years old, in a hardcore match. First of all, what? Second of all, after Joe headbutted Jack a little too hard and began to no-sell his moves, New Jack decided to murder this old man. He attacked him with a chain, a bat, chairs, throwing him around the room, punching and kicking him for real as the
Look
small
at that!
crowd
Look
started
at
to back
that!
away in
He's
fear
really
and
hitting
curse New Jack
him.
because he's an old man. What's wrong with you? Again, New Jack, I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. So, those are our top 10 moments where wrestling got real.
That was
I'm Adam from
horrible.
WhatCulture.com.
He was real.
Did
I
we
mean,
miss any out?
I've
Tell us
seen wrestling and I know fake hits. Those were real. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's just like crazy.
Wow, what do you know? So we have talked about bell bonding with Vic and people. We've talked about wrestling with my buddy Kings of Talk. We've talked about some movies with the infamous Mr. Midnight Movie. And we've talked about my life because that's all I know about. Really, I know about other stuff, but I know a lot about my life, because I'm here doing it. So we found out that JP is in the movement. Thank you, Billy Badass. That's so sweet. Now, I know who you are. That is Shield Billy. He's one of my obsessors. I'm the pink elephant, says Princess of Darkness. Angela 2.0. You know, people, I want to say something about Kevin Kierstead, okay? You know, the man went through an obvious, but you weren't there. You don't know what went on. When I heard Shillbilly talk about the case involving my daughter, I was appalled at what he said. Shillbilly is the kind of person that, and I hope you're listening, Shillbilly. You're the kind of person, I don't want you to be a part of this Kings of Talk. Because you're on the call, so I'm going to hang up the call. Okay? Is that okay? Okay. He said, okay. I don't want him to be a part of this. Shillbilly. Okay, now I'm by myself. We all know he is a very heavy man that smokes pot and stays home. Okay. I not only own one house, I own several. Okay, so you were wrong about that on your judgment. Okay. This guy that she was with was so abusive to her that he went to jail for it. She wouldn't tell her father and me because she knew we'd kill him, so to speak. We wouldn't kill him, but you know what I'm saying. One night they were having a party at their house. They lived together, okay. And Sean says, hey, Heather, come back here for a second. She goes back in the bedroom. He throws her down on the ground, kicks her in the side, and says if he ever sees her flirt like she was doing out there, well, this guy named Jay knocks on the door. And he goes, yes. And he opens the door and he goes, hey, Jay, how you doing, man? Let's go drink some shots. Party, 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 party. He is the fake. He is so fake and so phony. And I've always been told, because I've studied psychology all my life, you need to be very, very weary of real nice people. Now, I don't care. You're going to laugh about it. You're going, I'm nice people. I'm jealous. Because in life, there's just usually three kinds of people. There are the producers, not the producers, the people that provide something for people. There are the people who watch it or listen to it. And then there are the people that they're called the wherewithals, okay? They were people that had the capacity to do what somebody did and they didn't do it. So they chase after the people. My brother's a wherewithal. I mean, is it a wherewithal? I forgot. My brother will drive around with me all day long and go, he'll see a doctor in a Mercedes. He'll go, prick, I could have done that. And I'm like, but you didn't. David dropped out of medical school. Those are the people that are like Rick. Well, queened hard. That is so based. And the way he's going after Kevin. Well, I know that some people go into the military because they have nothing else to do. You know something? Fuck you, Rick. Fuck you. From the Debbie Daily Network to you, fuck you. Okay, how dare you talk about the goddamn military like that, you piece of fucking shit. And then for you, Shillbilly, who's going around printing out all this stuff for everybody to see, screw you too, okay? And I'm not taking it for him. I don't care if Kevin Kierstead doesn't even like me. I could give a fuck. I'm taking it for what's going on. That's nobody's business. You've all got stuff in your past, and you do, Mr. Todd Morris. I know what you've got in your past. You're forgetting one thing, bitch. I knew you real goddamn well, and you're not 32 fucking years old. You know how old you are. And you've got a terrible little dark past with some skeletons in your closet. And you're going, all this after the verdict, laughing out loud, anything to save face. Oh, you're a big talker, aren't you? Big talker, aren't you? Screw you too, okay? You've all got crap in your past. Even if it's not illegal, you've done shitty stuff to people. We all have. And you want to go around pointing fingers and throwing rocks at people? That's horrible. That is horrible. And if you think, oh, it's just online, Debbie. It's just online, Debbie. No, you're online. I'm online. This is my body doing this, typing in chat rooms. It's not a robot. This is you. This is your words. This is coming from within you. So this is a part of you. If you are capable of being this cruel, then you're capable of being this cruel. I'm not. I can't imagine doing those things to people and saying those things. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're horrible. Now, I know enough about Spreaker that I've gone way back in the archives, and you can find them if you look at like, for example, on my iTunes, when I first got here, I subscribed to some people's podcasts. I still have podcasts that go way back, 2 years ago. Guy Shea's always been this way. He thrives on drama. He's always thrived on drama. He went after Shillbilly one time. Is it called a wherewithal? I forgot. He is a man that is miserable in his life. Because I look at my uncle. He's almost the same age. And I think, would my uncle ever do that? No. My uncle's a very proud man. He's had a wonderful career in radio. He's got beautiful daughters. You cannot be happy and do those things to people. You can't. What kind of a man? What would I do if I knew that my husband was in his computer downstairs or whatever, trolling the crap out of some married woman like Shillbilly does? Well, Debbie Daly. And then he'll go, he'll cough or he'll start choking. Yeah, she got some problems, I say. You know, screw you. I know all about you too. Y'all are forgetting I befriended, or he befriended me, one of the most popular men on this network. And we didn't just chat in chat rooms. We talked on Skype sometimes till 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. And we weren't talking about recipes, okay? And he knew the story about every one of you, the history. And he would tell me, would I ever reveal it? Probably not. But trust me when I say, I know all about you, Shillbilly. And you are in no position. You guys talk so big. You're big talkers. Well, Queen Tard. You know, are you kidding me? Can you imagine if that was your husband? I mean, stop whatever you're doing and think for a second. How his wife feels. Well, she doesn't know it, I'm sure. Because he's supposedly out in the garage is what I was told. And he's scared to death of his wife. Scared to death of her. That's facts. Well, at least I have a job and pay my taxes. No, your taxes are taken out of your paycheck. Okay? You file what's called you get a W-2. I do W-2s. Okay? So, fuck you, Rick, and fuck your network. And fuck all your little fake accounts, which are all your little fake girls that are in there that have all their fake pictures. And no, I'm not chimping out. I'm talking. You want to hear chimping out? This is chimping out! I'm not chimping out. I'm just talking to you people. And Apocalypse, I listened to your podcast that you did. If you go back and listen to that podcast, it's unbelievably stupid sounding, the way you talk about me. You're like, and Debbie, she chimped, man. She chimped. No, I didn't. When did I chimp? Well, you know, she probably deleted it. No, I didn't. I've never deliberately, willingly done something like that. Okay? I don't chimp out. I can show you what chimp out looks. Now, love her to death, Angela 2.0 chimped out. That's chimping out. This is called talking. I'm going to say that again. This is called talking. Okay? This isn't chimping out. With all their little words. The internet is serious business. You know, those are memes that Guy Shea got off of Goose. And he uses it to death. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's just so stupid. It's like, yawn. Okay? Yawn. Every one of them. Every one of you. It's like, that's it? Did you hear the show I did? I said the show was called That's It? That's All You Got? I mean, well, we're going to take this bitch down because she owes some back taxes on that house over there. She got some back taxes over there. We're going to get that house. We're going to get it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to go back and reread the bail bond laws. It's a process. Yeah, we're going to get that house. We're going to get it. Are you kidding me? I mean, people, you're making fools out of yourselves. I mean, I'd keep going. I don't care. Eternal uphill jog with Kev and Debs.
Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna do a show today.
Listen to this.
Anyways, it's gonna be about the drama, the Spricker drama.
Apocalypse, you thrive. You're a parasite on drama. If drama's not here, you create drama. Now think about what kind of a person that is. I mean, we're normal, and a lot of us are normal. We're normal people, okay? I just come on and do a podcast. I moved over here because the sound's better, okay? You're over here for one reason. You came from Talk Shit. You came over with the news guy, okay? I know all about you, and all the chat logs are still over there. I've seen you chat. I would say you're a troll, but to be a really good troll, the only excellent troll I've ever known in my life is Strope. Strope, people like that. They stay out of real personal issues, and that's not what you do. You're like, now, watch how he pretends to know everything about me.
Show or something like that, and he wanted to do his show, and she wanted to do this show that she put a lot of effort into, and so that clashed, and it's her show, and so she went out.
Okay. The effort I put into the show that aired on March 16th, the night after the Oscars. You know how much effort I put into it? I flipped on the mic. But watch how he plays it. Watch him. Watch the lies.
Now, and I guess there's a lot of miscommunication, which is a big thing with her.
Oh, it's a big thing with Debbie. Big thing. Miscommunication's a big thing with me. Everybody miscommunicates with Debbie. Everybody does. Victor does. Heather does. Annette does. My family does. I'm a miscommunication queen. Are you kidding me?
Huge problem with Debbie is miscommunication.
Huge problem with Debbie is miscommunication. No, a big problem with Debbie is a little twat like you, which I would love to meet in person. I would love to meet you. Because you hate me because I see right through you. Hugs. Hugs. Huggy poos. Give me a hug. Fuck. You're the only one on here that if somebody chooses, some adult person chooses to make something private, you have it recorded and you go ahead and put it out there. You post screenshots. You're the mole. You're the infection. You're the little shit fuck that nobody liked in school, the one that everybody wanted to beat up. I mean, I've never touched a human being in my life in a fight. But I know your type because I was there in school, and I would hear, you're the little fuck that nobody likes. You know, the little, you're like Lampwick, okay? Come on, Pinocchio. You're Lampwick.
That's why a lot of times she fights with all these people.
That's why she fights with all these people. Because of what? Miscommunication. That's why she fights with all these people. Not that they just out of nowhere decide to start hating me. What the hell did I ever do to Shillbilly? He hated me when I got here. Well, I know where he started hating me from. He's one of Desert Rose's little soldiers. She tried to kill me. Yeah, I found out all about you too, Desert Rose. Thank you, Pimp Pat, for the screenshots. Debbie Dady's going to kill me. Shut. I could give 0 F's are given about you, Desert Rose. Just live your stupid life and quit telling people, she's crazy. You're the one that is a admitted bipolar patient. And you're telling people, you go and get so many drugs every week. You do pain pills, you do Xanax, you do so much dope, it's ridiculous. I've never doxed you. I could give a crap who you are, Desert Rose. Oh, and by the way, I happen to know for a fact that the only reason why Guy Shea goes, "Oh, hell the queen," is to get to me. And it doesn't work because I know that's why he does it. See, for something to work, I have to not know about it. Like, if he's doing something just to get to me, oh, I do that just to get to Debbie, then it blows the whole thing. So to do something that I don't know about, that's going to get to me. You see what I'm saying?
It's because she communication's hard for her, you know, and so.
I am probably an expert at communication. Okay, that's why I do my podcast. That's why I dominate every freaking place I go with my podcast. Walk it the fuck out.
So then that's when they said what they really thought of her, and she said what she really thought of them.
Oh, really? Now let's talk about this. That's when they said what they really thought about her, and she said what she thought about them. Have y'all ever had a fight with somebody that you care about a whole lot? Maybe a brother. I hate you! Fuck you! Or a sister, or one of your best friends. Maybe it was your college roommate, and you temporarily just go, ah! Well, I guess some people aren't as cool as Andy, as Lampwick. He's never gotten to a fight. He even says on here that he's pretty much perfect.
And then they made up, and then this is sort of a cycle that goes on.
It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Me and Mr. Midnight Movie have broken up several times over what? Repeat after me. Miscommunication. We've never broke up. We got in a fight because he was an asshole. He was wrong. He was. He really was. I'm not joking. And yes, he did these hate shows, but I was just sitting back waiting. Just waiting for it to all calm down. And it did. He was mad because I didn't do the Oscar show with him the night of the Oscars, but I didn't get home from the Oscars until 11:30. My time, 11:30. Excuse me. No, 11:30 his time. And you know he goes to bed by midnight.
And you know, that's fine. You know, that's what they do, you know.
That's what they do. That's what we do. We don't laugh. He doesn't call in every night and say, Buenos nachos. They're a part of my show, Apocalypse. You can't get them, okay? I'm sorry. You can't take them away. I'm so sorry.
My only complaint about all of that was that JP and Mr. Midnight Movie is, and a lot of people agreed, was that...
Oh, a lot of people agreed? Maybe you blew that out in a Skype chat. You know something, Apocalypse? If I was so bored that I followed you around in Skype and what do you call it? Screenshot, you know, got screen caps of everything you do, downloaded your shows, recorded your shows, I would look in the mirror and go, man, I am fucked up. I mean, think about it for a second. In a situation where you have a stalker and a stalkee, who's fucked up? The stalker. They have zero going on. I mean, the guy lives on Spreaker. He's always on Spreaker. I've never been to a chat room before that he's not in.
All their best efforts are on her show. And
that's because we have what's called chemistry. We had it the first time they called into my show. We felt it. It's called chemistry. It's the reason Bathtub Girl hates me. She fell in love with... Okay, here's the truth, everybody. Are y'all all listening? She fell in love with Mr. Midnight Movie, okay, offline, and wanted him to marry her and all this kind of bullshit, and she became insanely... She brought them to my show, and she later admitted that she was trying to... She goes, let's call into the most popular show here, and it's called the Debi Daily Show, the Debi Daly Show, or whatever, and we'll get your exposure. Because nobody was listening to their show. They had no hits at all. And I knew that, but something about those guys and me just clicked, and she hated it and set out on a hate campaign, and she's still doing it.
They don't produce a good enough product on the radio.
Well, it's actually called podcasting.
But they do produce pretty funny YouTube clips, I'll admit, and they do write decent articles, but it's just...
Decent. Apocalypse. Here's what I want you to do, Mr. Decent. I want you to attempt to write for me a 1,000-word essay on the demilitarization that took place in 1948 in this country. And I will check Google to see if you have plagiarized anything. Since you think you write so good, and you write just as good as Jewish, nobody writes as good as Jewish Producer does. He's an excellent writer. He has what's called a college degree.
The radio show slacked, and I know JP gets all catty when you question.
JP gets all cat. Listen to this little dweebus nobis, Maximus. That's what he would be if he was in Latin. Dweebus nobis Maximus. He's a dweeb knob.
Him or tell him he can do better. One of the big things about Jewish Producer was...
Oh, okay. Well, tell us how you feel. Tell us, God. Tell us while we listen about Jewish Producer. Let's put some reverb on his voice. Tell us, oh Apocalypse God.
I told him, he wants to wait to put all his efforts into a radio show once he gets on iHeart. But I told him, no.
Oh, okay. Last thing. For people that want to be on iHeartRadio, see Apocalypse for instructions on how to get on iHeartRadio, okay? He is an expert on it. He's an expert. Is he on iHeartRadio? Let me think. No. Am I on iHeartRadio? I was. Do they still pay for my account? For the next 10 years, they do until the year 2023. I haven't given Spreaker a dime in 2 years. How about you, Apoc? How much are you paying a month? Huh?
Oh, do it now. Build an audience now.
There you go. Spoken from God himself. I mean, build an audience now.
But that was just too much to ask. And so we are where we are today, And
we are where... Who is we? Have you got a mouse in your pocket? You're not part of this we. You're nothing over here. You're nothing to us. You're like a bug on the windshield of life to us. I'm sorry. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm just telling y'all the freaking truth. You asked me and I told you. Everybody's like, well, how do you feel about all this going on? Really? You want to know? All right. I think it's sad, to be honest with you. Oh, and I love the way Rick goes like this. He doesn't tell you he's going to play a song. He just goes, and then Queen Tard over there with all her tards, she doxed me. She thinks she knows all about me. Yeah, I do. And by the way, Rick, the night that you talked about it, you were saying the wrong address.
Debi Daily Show.
You don't worry about it. It's always great when people are talking about you, because when they're talking about you, they're worried about you.
The Debi.
I know your life is speeding and it isn't stopping. Here, take my shirt and just go ahead and wipe up on the sweat. Lose yourself to dance.
Daily Show. The Debi Daily
What's
Show.
up? This is the Fat Red Dragon from the 420 Grindhouse, and you're listening to the Debi Daily Show.
Debi Daily Show.
They're so angry at their own sense of lack of accomplishment.
Lose yourself to dance. Lose yourself to dance. Lose yourself to dance.
And the only thing they can do is blame someone else for it.
Lose yourself to dance. Lose yourself to dance.
And when they're worried about you, you've got them where you want them.
The Debi Daily Show.
I know your life is speeding and it isn't stopping. Here, take my shirt and just go ahead and wipe up on the sweat. Lose yourself to dance.
Hey ladies, Lester here with a little tip for you. Next time you go skydiving,
and I know many of you do. Wear a tampon. It'll keep you from making that whistling noise you make on the way down. Problem solved.
You listen to the Debi Reason on iHeartRadio.